We finally know when Era 9 of Roblox SOL'S RNG is gonna come out, and thankfully it's a lot sooner than everyone thinks. Ooh, hold on, be right back.
Oh yes, Void Coin.
We now have access to a huge list of new sneak peeks for the game, and it is super exciting. Don't worry, we're gonna go over everything, break it all down, and see what we can expect in this next huge update. But before we do get into it though, I'm on the journey to 70,000 subscribers, and on the side of your screen are all of these people who have used my insane squid luck to roll some really rare auras. So if you want to join them, then make sure you smash that subscribe button. And one last quick thing, I have Instagram, link in the description, I post on there. While you're there, drop a follow. But with that being said, let's get straight into everything we can expect in Era 9 of Roblox SOL'S RNG. So just a quick thing, looking at the Era 9 progress in the SOL'S RNG Discord server, we've seen a bit of progress, but hopefully this just hasn't been updated in a while and we are further along than it appears, which I think might be the case because the things that we've been told are very different from what this is showing. Let me explain. So first of all, let me get into every sneak peek we have seen so far for Era 9, and there's actually quite a surprising amount to go through. We don't usually get this many sneak peeks for the next update, but luckily the developers have given us quite a lot to go on. So first of all, this is Matrix Overdrive. We don't have a rarity for it yet, but obviously this is a mutation of Matrix, and so will be more than 50 million. Maybe it'll be 100 million, or possibly even more, we'll have to see. But this is a new upcoming mutation aura that will be coming to the game, which I think does look very cool. Next up, we have these UI changes. So the menus, the fonts, literally everything about the game, the way it looks is going to change. So we've seen the lock, remove, equip, they've all changed colors. They're all obviously all still there, but then we've got these little squares here, a little bit of a title card in the top left. Personally, I don't like it. Now, that's my personal opinion, like, it's whatever, but it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't look like SOL'S RNG. Maybe it's just going to take a while for it to feel normal, but in my opinion, it just doesn't feel right. And then they went on to explain that the fonts and the colors are all going to change. This is just like a test, you know, it's not final. Then we have a rework of the house on the SOL'S RNG map. And so we see we're getting a bookcase, we're getting a bed, we're getting a little nightstand, a little lamp as well. What was that light already there? Oh, the light was already there, never mind. If anything, they're making it slightly bigger, it seems. I think they're making it a bit wider, and I think this is right because there's literally nothing in this house. The map itself is a bit bland, so if they could add some other bits and bobs to make it more like a game, if anything, then that would be great, because this is just an empty house. Who is wanting to live here, bro? No one is buying this house. So this is a very much needed change. They've even put a back window in here. The only concern I have about that is the time it will take for the macros to change, because obviously map changes equal changes to the macro. So it has its pros and cons, but overall good changes to the map. So that is our second sneak peek there. Next up, random new content to be released on Era 9.5. This is what people are calling the ghost biome or meteor biome, something like that, and it looks like a mix between null biome and starfall. This is not the cave. People have been believing that this is the new cave rework, but this is an actual biome. As you can see, this is part of the map. I don't understand how this is gonna work. It's just, it looks funny. I wonder which auras are gonna come with this, but hopefully we're gonna see some new fire auras, because that's what the game needs, and definitely a new biome is gonna be very cool. Unless this is a rework of the cave and I'm just being stupid. Maybe it is the cave, I'm not too sure, but we'll see. Next up, we have an Era 9.5 sneak peek. This one actually came out today, which is very cool. Here we have a screenshot of the collections list, as well as a little soundtrack playing bar, which I think is very cool. So obviously ethereal is there. Is there that many auras before ethereal? That seems about right, but there seems to be way more auras here. So obviously it says required conditions, any biome, anytime, in anywhere. Now I think they're gonna have to try and get someone to fix the vocabulary here. Obviously the developers are Korean, so English is not their first language, so you can't blame them completely for some of the vocabulary used, but I think they do need to have a little rework of kind of the words they're using. Other than that, very cool. And again, here are some of these new changes. So conditions during corruption, obviously none for a rare, and required. So amplify conditions is referring to breakthrough, and then required conditions is meaning during glitch. So obviously you can't get glitch breakthrough, through, so you have to be in glitch. So very, very nice sneak peeks. That's all the sneak peeks we have so far. Then we did get this pretty long announcement about the updates themselves, and this is from XYZ. So it says, despite the hard work of the developers, the update is significantly behind schedule. The goal was to release the game rework and the Innovation Awards event immediately after the winner announcement on September the 7th, but clearly they were unable to meet the deadline as the Innovation Awards came out yesterday, or 2 days ago when you're watching this video. So it says they're trying to release the following content, which are planned to be released in Era 9. So some auras, gears, and biomes. It seems they're doing a smaller Era 9 update, and then I think they're going to do something like they did with this era, where they do some sort of Era 9.5, as it says here, which is, in my opinion, very, very lame. I hate these 0.5 updates. I just wish they'd put everything out and stick to the schedule. But thankfully, as they've recognized that it's taking too long for the updates, they're going to hire additional developers to make the updates come out quicker, which is great. And they said sorry. So thanks, guys. And obviously, we did not win the Innovation Awards. I think we lost to Dress to Impress. I can't remember. But, you know, fair enough. They have so many players. And SOL'S RNG has been on quite a decline since the lack of updates. I think we're on about 43,000 concurrent players, where Dress to Impress is on like 200,000 all the time. So, you know, I don't think we were ever destined to win the Innovation Awards. But, you know, that's what it is. So that is the announcement we have so far. And clearly, it says the update will arrive next week. So this is the small Era 9 update, and we'll be receiving a 9.5 update further in the future. So this is great. So next week is the official date that we can expect our next SOL'S RNG update, which is amazing. Then of course we have a few reworks and new auras that have been whitelisted by the developers, which will potentially be in this next update, which is great. So let's check a couple of them out. Here we have a Celestial rework, which I think is very, very cool. Celestial is one of those auras that you just don't hold on to, A, because they go into heavily potions, and B, just because it doesn't look very nice. So hopefully after this rework, people will definitely be holding on to this, and I definitely like the change of colors. Very, very cool. Here we have an Overture history rework, and I think this cutscene is so sick. I mean, look, it just reverses time, it changes color. Very, very cool. Here's the credits, obviously, for the... Oh my goodness. This is huge. Let's break this down. We've got these Roman numerals corresponding with the time on the clock. This is nuts. We've got like ruins style pillars. The clock is absolutely huge. This is nuts. And I think this is definitely a good change, because Overture history is essentially just green Overture. There's not much else to it. And for a mutation, you kind of want a bit more. So this is absolutely insane. A very, very cool rework. And as you can see here, they've redone the ability for it. Here we go. Look how insane that is. Shutting down the whole server. That's insane. Very, very cool. This aura is called Apostolos. 1 in 200 million. Very, very cool. If any of you ever played Rocket League, don't ask me why, but this reminds me of Dueling Dragons. It's very, very cool. It's got like a blue and red theme. The swords on the right hand side, then the sort of symbol on the bottom. Very cool. Then these little stars that are kind of sovereign like at the top as well. A very, very cool looking aura. Is this guy wearing a cape as well, or is that just a red? I don't know, but this is very, very cool. I enjoy this aura a lot. I think it's very, very cool. This aura is called Stargazer from the Starfall biome, and this is 1 in 1.25 million. I think this is very, very cool. We don't have too many Starfall, just native auras, apart from like Starlight, Starscourge, Gargantua. So it would be nice to have some like mid-tier aura, and I think the colors for that is very, very cool. And last but not least, here we have an Overture rework, which I think is very, very much needed. This time we have 3 clocks, we've got some orbiting stuff, and these kind of hourglasses chained to the ceiling. Very, very cool. Are we going to get to see what the ability looks like? No is the answer. But nonetheless, very cool rework. I enjoy that. I am unbelievably happy that this next update is coming out really soon, because SOL'S RNG has been getting really dry, and the concurrent players on the Roblox app has really been showing this. We used to sit at around 100,000 players, and now it's gone way down to about 40,000. So hopefully this update can see the game revived and in a new light. The developers previously said that Era 9 is going to be one of the hottest updates coming to the game, so can they follow through? We'll just have to wait and see, but I am super, super excited, and I'd love to know what you guys have to think down in the comments. But that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, as it really does help out the channel a lot. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Peace!